G'day everybody, it's Max, and this is Transport Fever 2, the Eurozone, you betcha. And I got an addiction, people. It's bad. I love freight trains, and I love putting in more freight. And I'm going to put in 2 quirky lines today, because why not? Back to the aisles we go for these last few freight lines. We're going to throw in some brick. Yeah, I just said that. A brick train. Except this one makes money like it's supposed to, And the other one, of course, is going to be a quick tools train. And, because I'm addicted to freight trains, I guess. And, we're going to make that all happen. And then next episode, starting in the 20s, because we're at episode 20 now. Wow, that's crazy. But starting after this one, we got to do some passenger trains after this. Before we get started, big thanks to recent subscribers and everybody who's watching the series. I appreciate that very much. Of course, this will be last few freight trains, a couple truck lines to go bunking along with them. We're going to make some money with it. Let's get to it. It's another day here in the money printing machine, people. That's what we do. We print money. It's just another good day. And I thought we should try to squeeze in at least a few more manufacturing lines before we do passengers. Because there's not a lot left to squeeze out of this puppy. There's an odd and end factory that I haven't used, but there's a lot going on this map now, and there's not a lot of industry left to pump out of it. So we're going to come back up here to the aisles, people, and I built this wonky train line, and then I got a little more ambitious and thought, you know what, let's do a little bit more. So I was going to do this brick line by truck, and I thought, oh, well, that's kind of boring. Let's do it by train. As of course I did. So I spent about 20 minutes changing a few stations around and doubling up this bridge and, trying to make things work and some stuff and headache. And it's fine. It's going to be fine. Sure. In fact, one of the first things you're going to have to fix up is this road because we're going to put a station on this side of it. Something like that, dude. And we'll put it there, I guess. And we're going to have to fix up some more of this. Oh, man, this is so far out from 4-lane traffic. It's crazy. Where are we? We're in Dublin, and are you going to be able to get a road all the way out here to make this work? I doubt it. Sure. Well, of course, that one little house right there wanted to build right there because he thought that was just the best place in the whole world to build. Sure he did. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we have a little bit of work to do today, people. Nothing too crazy going on here today. Nope. We got a little bit of work to do. Sure. I don't know what Dublin's going to do with that road over there, but I'd really like to there's a truck stop right there, dude, and you could probably make that a one-way road all the way up here, right? What are you going to do if I go this way? You're going to hate me, is what you're going to do. Are you going to destroy a house here? Probably. Okay. Thanks, autosave. I appreciate your timing. It just makes me guess everything I do all that much more. It's yay. Sure. All right, there we go. Can we hook that in there without causing me too much hassle? Sure. And then can we drive along the shoreline here and make it look pretty? I think we can. Besides Mr. House here that's about to go bye-bye, I feel real bad for him, but not that bad. Really? You're going to give me a collision on that, are you? All right, well, maybe Mr. House does get to live. He might get to live. No, we don't need to go up. I am perfectly fine coming. Well, I guess he's not going to get to live now, is he? He's not looking very livable. Wow, that's quite the cliff face. It looks awesome, but... okay, sure. We can make this work, I guess. All right. Now let's see if you can't figure this part out by itself. All right. Well, we'll do that. All right. I'm okay with this. And we can change this to a one-way road. So sure. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do that. Bus lane, yes. And if we change this to a one-way road up here and we drop off, I don't know if that's where we even need to drop this stuff off. I haven't got a clue. Okay, so let's have a look to see what we're going to do. So my original intention was to try and make some tools here for London. Was it London? No, for Liverpool. And I thought, well, we'll do this crazy train line that I will pull my hair out with, and we'll throw some trucks on here that aren't going to make any money at all, and it's going to be great. And then I thought, well, we got this stone here that London could use, right? Because London isn't getting any brick. And we could try to get that brick made up here. Glasgow also is looking for brick. We'll maybe try to feed them a little bit of it as kind of an offshoot. And, you know, we happen to have this passenger line running here, so like duplicating the track around all this was actually kind of nice. It just gave it a little bit more fluff, right? Sure. You're going to put some signals in for all this? Like, dude, like there is not a signal on this track anywhere. All right, well, people, I mean, this is what you come, well, I don't know if this is what you come for or not, but I mean, this is what we're doing. The plan here would basically be, we're going to try, and that is, we are using that word real loose today. We're going to try to make a train line, which is going to, wow, that's, I don't remember that bridge being that long, but okay, sure. We're going to try to make 2 train lines here and a truck line to make this all work. Now, we're going to grab that wood down here. We're going to drag it to this lumber up here and then drag it back to here. Sure, he says. Okay. Now, this is where I was going to do this as a single line, but I changed my mind on that. And not because of anything in particular. I just thought I would do it differently. So, you know, it's fine. There we go. Now for the big stuff. Are you going to try and put that right in the middle? Yeah, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So now this is where the wood is stopping, dude. So you've got to put a switch track into this bit. All right, we can do that. Something like that. Yeah, you got to put some signals on that. Oh, yeah, and you got to fix this track, too, before you got too excited here with all this crazy mess. As I was putting in some of the new track, of course, I accidentally, you know, did catenary some of this stuff. Settings, yes, no, yeah, you gotta change all this to blue, dude. Okay, do that and that and that and this and this. Now, it's not that I don't want to run electric trains or anything. You know, that wasn't really what the series was all about, though. The series was mostly just about me, you know, running steam trains, some of my favorites, staying in the 1950s, and, yeah, having a good time. Oh, I'm glad them trucks figured things out, because I made a mess there. It's fine, though. It's fine. They're okay. They're not hurting anything. Sure. Now, so yeah, like that's been the whole part of the series, you know. I will say Transport Fevers 2 and the ability to lock the clock really did kind of weird things out a little bit. And what I mean by that is that you were never really under a lot of pressure. Like Transport Fever 1, you were always under pressure. And I got to admit, I don't want to say a lot of pressure. I mean, you weren't under a lot of pressure, but you were under a little bit of pressure, right? You had to kind of keep things moving. And by stopping things, you kind of don't have any pressure anymore, right? That is kind of the thing. So anyway, but at the same time, you get to keep the trains you want. Like, you know, I mean, some of these trains, like, you know, the steam trains, stuff like that, they're really nice trains, and I really hate losing them, you know, with upgrades and just putting on diesel engines everywhere. You know, boring, right? So, you know, it gives us character on the map, and I think that's part of everything about it. So, that should do the lines. Let's do the wood line first to see if this thing's going to actually blow up on me or not. We're gonna do 2 trains, I think. Relatively small too. I don't want these to be big trains. So let's take this out, and we're gonna put it right back in on the other track because this is the fastest way for me to do this. There we go. Yep, put that right there. Okay, 2 trains. Now, we have a couple of heavy-duty curves. You know what? I don't know. I say we just... well, wait a minute. What are we doing here? You haven't even got a truck line set up for this yet. So the truck line has to go here. Yeah, before you get too excited with the train lines, dude, you better know what you're doing with the truck lines. It's like 30 meters. I doubt, 3? I don't think we need 3. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be in range, dude. So, welcome to it. Alright, so that's going to be for you. And... that will be for you? Or do you want to make them the same one? No, let's not make them the same one. Let's go with that. Alright, let's see. So, this tool set is coming up here. Wow, look at this mess. How you going to sneak this one into town, dude? I don't know, but it's pretty hectic, isn't it? I think we do it here. And then what we do is we take this road, do this, do that. We're going to one-way it this way, and then down here, and then right back out. Did I get that right? Yes, it did. Yeah, so we're just gonna U-turn it right there, and let the cars drive around in circles. All right, I'll go with that. I'm all right with that. So I guess first things first. Okay. New line. Let's go bluish, shall we? We're going to go here, and we're going to come up here to here. Yeah, that's exactly what I want you to do, dude. I want you to do that. And this is going to be LIV. Tools. TU. All right, so that's Liv's tools. Now for the train. Let's get a line out there. And new line. We'll make this one a darker blue to make it really stand out. That's going to go there. And that's going to go there. All right. So now we're going to take them raw logs to here. Boink. Please tell me you've got the right side of things. You do now. But you got to make a stop here, dude. You got to drop them. You got to drop that lumber off. And do that. So here, boom, boom, we're going to load logs at 1. 2, we're going to unload logs and pick up planks. And at 3, we're just going to drop off planks. Is the name of the game. All right, and this is going to be LIV tools TR. Okay, done. So, let's get the trucks on there first, I think. We'll see how it goes. What do you got here for a road? Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Of course they're using this a main road between one town to the other. Okay. Do you want to make it a town road all the way there? Oh, sure. You think you can pull that off? No, you can't. Well, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to try. Sure, we're gonna have to get rid of this because you can't make 4-lane road up against that. That just isn't gonna happen. We're gonna do this bus lane. Yep, we're gonna make all of this 4-lane road. And see, this is why you can't do that, Max, because you know that's how that works. And this is a mess too. Oh my god, this is a mess. Yeah, take that out of there for a minute. Take this out of here for a minute. Okay. Gee whiz, Max, you got such a mess going on. It's a mess. I don't know what road this is, but anyway. Everything is fine. Everything is fine, people. Everything is going to be fine. Yeah, I know, 4-lane road, it's really wide. My bad. Sure, we'll do that. We'll do this. And what we're doing is we're trying to help the trucks here, right? Holy smokes. Yep. We're trying to help these trucks so as they don't get clogged up anywhere, because this road is about to get crazy busy with trucks. Now, nothing will come up here anyway, and I'm not worried about that. In fact, we can try and shorten this up a little bit just to keep it clean. Okay, so that's going to help with that, but now you got to fix this. Holy smokes. Yeah, just a little bit of a brush by there. And then you can come back here. You can do this. There we go. And we're going to do that. And right into that town. And then it's going to do it right around the loop-de-doop, and great. So that will keep the traffic down to 40 kilometers an hour. But it will also help with my train lines later. This is all about making money, people. You know, and if we have to slow people down to make money, so be it. Now, how about that truck line? You want to put that truck depot back in and maybe, like, I don't know, make life good for people? Sure. Let's put it out here on this road. All right. No one cares about that road. All right, so truck line. How many trucks do you think that is? Oh, that's probably 10 or 12, maybe 15. Yeah, what's that going to be? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's say 14, right? 14 is the feeling. Really? Is it? Sure it is. I'm feeling 14. Okay. Let's go 14 and see what happens. Okay. Live. L-I-V-F-G-H-I-J-K. Live tools train truck. There we go. Done. Now for that train. And we'll break this one in. So, train. This is going to be 2 of them. And we're going to bump it up here. Let's see. Let's go with something different. You know, like, it would be nice to, like, we got to turn up yes, you can throw a Scotsman on there. I mean, this train's $2 million. That track will never make $2 million a year, dude. I mean, you can't throw that train on there even if you wanted it to throw it on there. And I mean, if you're going to buy that train, you might as well buy the Scotsman and be happy with yourself. 1.3, I mean, this Russian, you know, well, it's only 85 kilometers an hour. It's not fast enough. I need to go zippity, pippity. I mean, even the Milkadoo's, like, kind of okay for that. You know? Because, like, there ain't a whole lot of, like, choices. Like, 2.1 million for that. That's crazy. Which means you're going with this Russian... or you're going with, well, I mean, you're going with, You know what? We're gonna make Scotsman out of this for now, and then I'm gonna look at it later. All right, so let's see. This is wood. Okay, and 18, right? So let's see, 144. So you want to do 72? No, let's not do 144. Okay, 36. I don't know. Let's see. 30. Oh, 13s. Oh, no. Not those ones. Here, these ones. Okay, so 18, 36, 54. Do you want to do 108? Okay, well, let's do that. We'll do 108. That's 54. That's not really a lot, though. You know what? Let's do 144s and 72s because that makes more sense to me. All right, so we'll do that. Throw that on there. We're gonna clone this train as soon as it gets up top, right? So let's get this started. Let's get this show on the road. We're gonna run this. We got the train coming out here. We'll see if this gets any wood coming out onto it before anything gets too crazy. All right, so let's pause up here because no wood is coming out here at all, and that makes me scared. So what do we got here, people? We have wood, and I'm sure this reaches it, no problem. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so let's just double check our things, right? Paris 1, you're going to load woods. That's right. Okay. And you're going to take that wood all the way to here. Okay. Okay, so you're taking that wood all the way to here, right? And you guys are touching. Yes. So you touch, you kiss, and let's see, you're gonna make that happen, right? So second station, we're unloading the logs and loading the planks, and then you're gonna come down here and you're gonna unload those planks to turn them into tools, right? Well, yes, you're unloading the planks, but they'll turn into tools and get picked up by the truck. So that's fine. And then this truck, right, manage the line. Well, it doesn't care what it's picking up. It's picking up anything it can get its hands on, including tools, and dropping it off. Okay, so is it because the trucks haven't gotten here yet? Maybe. You know what? I'll let it run one. I'm not happy about this, but I'll let it run one. See what happens. You know, I mean, you're pumping out so many logs, dude. Like, you're pumping out so many logs and not giving any of it to these other guys. That's really mean of you, by the way. Sure. I mean, this could blow up my face, right? I don't like sharing units like this, but yeah, like, what are you doing, dude? You're throwing out so many logs over there. Like, just throw some on the other track. You know, share the love, right? So meanwhile, this guy's trying to space out his trucks. I'm okay with this. Yeah, see, something's missing somewhere, though. Where's this train at? All right, so the train is coming up here. Okay, and we're going to... Oh, there's a 1. There's a 1. Okay, well, this makes me happy. This means something happened. Manage vehicles. Click this, clone that. There we go. Off you go. Okay. At least if it's cloning it, we liking it. So, of course, it's going to not get anything here. It's because it's like, there's nothing here, dude. It's a bum. Okay. Meanwhile, this train isn't going to get squat either. You know, 1 log. Really, guys? Really? You couldn't give that guy any more wood than that? He picked up one board. Wow. Just wow. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Meanwhile, this guy's, I'm assuming, stopping here. He better be. Because, you know, everybody's trying to make the rounds here, right? Yep, there we go. Done. All right, so he would stop there. He would drop off his wood. You are in range, right? Yes, you are. Okay, that's cool. All right, well, I guess I'm going to watch to see what happens here. 2. Well, 2 is better than 1, I guess. How many were you going to do, dude? Well, you'll do 73, and I've got it set up for 72 with 144. That's really pushing it, though. I will say that is like the top end of the scale. Maybe I should have went with the 108 count. But we'll see how it goes. Where were you with the trucks? The very last truck just left. That's not good. So we need, say, 3 more. I'm going to say 4 more. Do that, and we'll put live on there. Okay. So I'm going to let this one butt in for a bit. We'll bring it back, and then we're going to try to set up the other one. You know what? We're going to do this real time. We'll do this one in real time for the moment. So this second one is us starting here. How am I going to get a train onto that? Holy smokes. Wow, both ends of this deal are really bad. Getting a train on there anywhere is going to be a nightmare. Can I get a booth on here somewhere? I don't think I can. I don't think that's going to happen, dude. Like, yeah. Like, oh, you're going to be able to get it on there, and it's going to be ugly as toast. Wow. Okay. Sure. Can we fix the ugly toast is the question. Well, we probably can. What do you mean too much curvature? Don't give me that story. Oh, really? Okay, fine. No. That's fine. I will move these. We will move some stuff. You don't gotta take out the whole thing, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna fix this. Sure. Okay, so if we take that out to about there, are you gonna give me a hard time on this? Really? You really don't want to do this cross, do you? Yeah, I knew you would do it, scum. All right, it's fine. Yep, we'll do a double slip switch there. And 1, 2. All right. Let's see. We better have nothing waiting. Well, yeah, you haven't put the line in yet. Okay, so now we got a station in there. At least we can get trains out onto it. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay. New line. And we're going to make this, I don't know. You want to make some weird gray color? Sure. So that's going to be 1. And then you go across this single lane bridge to kind of start things off. There we go. And that will be 2. And then you're going to come all the way up here to dude. And this is a brick train. So is it going to make any money? Heck no. Because for some reason, brick trains lately are really hating me. And it is what it is. Okay, so obviously at 1, we're going to load stone and unload brick. And at the other one, we're going to load brick and unload stone. Perfect. That's awesome sauce. We will not give Glasgow any yet. We're going to kind of be cheap. and we're going to give this to London. And not Glasgow people, don't hate me. We're just going to get the line set up, and then I'm going to try and feed Glasgow off of it, okay? So don't be losing it on me or anything, okay? It's not a north versus south thing. It's a production thing, okay? So where are we doing this? Well, the brick is on this side of town. Well, of course it is. Do you want to try and sneak that brick right up to this road here? Yeah, if you do, we're going to get some dropout on the backside, though. Well, you really don't get much choice here, dude. I mean, you got to go one way or the other. Yeah, I think you're going to lose a few guys in the back, but I don't really think you got much choice. Okay, well, we'll do it that way. Sure. Now, to make that all work, we're going to have to make some street changes here, obviously. And that's going to be all the wrong way, of course, because why would you not guess that the right direction that I want you to? Well, I don't know. Well, at least you got these ones right. There we go. And you know he's going to try and cheat a waypoint through that road, so just do that. Sure. Well, is that the way you want him to go? Well, basically you got no choice now. But you probably do want him to go this way after dropping that off. Like, you're going to make him drive around this way and drop off into the town, and then you want him to probably go that way. Okay, well, let's do that. Let's go here. We'll go new line. You didn't name this line? Okay. LON. Really? We didn't make this red? LOND. Sure. Well, this is brick. TR. Okay. And now, where's my line 1 at? Line 2. Well, not that color. It's not. Okay, so we're going to pick that up. Add station. We're going to click there. Holy smokes. You need so many waypoints to make this work, dude. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Okay, well, let's get them in here. Because there is no way we're not doing it without waypoints. So we're going to do that. Okay, let's see if that makes it help a little better. Add station. We're going to come down here. Come this far. Come up here. Yeah, I figured you were going to try that maneuver. No. I know there's no warnings. Really? What happened there? Do I even want to know? Why would you not? Why would you turn? Why would you turn left? Why did you turn left there? That makes no sense. No. I don't know why it did that. I have no idea why it did that. Listen. 4. And then we're going to go here. What is this? Why is it doing that? Is there like a hidden block there that I don't see? Oh, darn it. You know what? Not going to panic about it. If that's what it wants to do, some weird little flippy flip thing, I'm going to let that go for now because, you know, so let's see where we are. Okay, well, figured the rest of it out. Great. But why is it doing this? Oh, wait a minute. Why is it on that side of the road? Okay. And then, oh, because you put this on the wrong side of the road, you goof. Yeah, you not there. Buildings, you over here. There we go. Try that. There we go. Yeah, it's like, okay, whatever. Sure. So that's going to be fine. Okay, so now this is going to be London Brick. L-O-N-D. B-R-I-C-K. I can't see my keyboard at the moment. T-U. Okay, let's throw some... All right, well, you know what? Before I throw traffic on there, let's see how the lumberyard is doing with my nightmare. 5. Is that where we are, people? 5, he says. Why is it 5? Like, really? We can't get more than 5? You're giving 622 to one guy and 5 to the other? What are you doing? Pretty sure you could give this guy more than 9. Like, come on, guys. 9? Why do I think this is not making any money? Well, that's because it's not. It's losing $4 million. Well, darn it. Okay, well, listen, we're going to let that bed in. I won't put trains out on that other brick line until I can watch this one for a bit. Obviously, this is something I'm going to have to do a stare down with because, I mean, it's carrying 4 planks. Like, come on, guys, really? And I mean, it can't be that bad. Is my truck spacing that terrible? And why are trucks double lined up and stuff? Oh, well, that's because you probably got traffic lights everywhere. Holy smokes, Max. Yep. So we'll get rid of that. See, you try to be friendly to somebody, and look how they treat you. Just terrible. Just terrible. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. All right, well, listen, people. I'll bring it back. We'll see what happens with it. I'm sure it's going to be fine eventually, but looks like it's going to be an awful stubborn line. I know another stubborn line like that, but we're not going to have that again. I'll be right back. Okay, so that was painful, but it is finally coming around. The trucks are almost breaking even now, and the train is actually making money. Where is it? About $3 million? Almost $4 million. You'll notice they are not Scotsmen. Nope. In fact, let's have a look at one. It's one of the Russian ones. Yeah, well, you know, an A3 wannabe, I guess. We'll call it that. And but anyway, nevertheless, it goes 5 kilometers less an hour at 115, but the maintenance cost on it is way cheaper. Whereas the Scotsman's about, I think, what is it, 1.2 million. The maintenance cost on these is only 700,000, so that's a big savings. And the other thing was the cars. So I am using the older 13 120 cars. So they'll go 120 still, even though this train only goes 115. But they only hold 13 instead of 18 lumber or whatever you are hauling. And again, it's a maintenance savings. So, of course, I've got 7 cars on 2 trains, and now they are making some money. And we like making money, people. That's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to just try something, and then, sometimes look for slightly cheaper options with what you've tried. And in this case, this Russian train is saving me $500,000. The cars are saving me, I would say another million or so. And with the amount of lumber they're carrying, it's working out quite well. So more money in my bank for my personal use, for my monies. I love my monies. And, that's important because it's all about me, people. Me and my monies. So we're going to let this guy come in here. We'll let him drop off. As you can see, he's got lumber to pick up. He's got things to do. Whoa, that was quite the flash. I don't know what that was. It makes me nervous, but maybe we'll get out of that before the game crashes or something. I don't know. You better not crash, game. Okay, so anyway, this is nice. Tools are happening now, and again, I'm surprised this truck line is almost breaking even. Oh, but you know what? That's the way it's supposed to work, people. Anyway, we'll just ignoring the Italian brick line. That line, gee whiz. Okay, so let's see if we can't do it again. By the way, the other thing I did have to do to this line is I did have to put in another another forest. It just would not. The only forest we had here was this one, and it was just too overloaded to spit out logs. So it is now keeping up with the forest by putting a second forest in. It is now keeping up with the demands of both. I had kind of hoped the one forest would have done it, but it just refused to share logs. But as soon as we put the second forest in, it was like, okay, I got enough logs I can share now. So, okie dokie. And so another forest and a few cheaper trains made all the difference, and it makes money. All right, let's have a look at what will probably be one of the final freight lines, cargo lines, before we get into passengers. And that is going to try and be this stone line of all things. So let's see if we can't make something happen out of this. Let's make it red, I guess. We're going to try for something here, and you have to actually come across the bridge. Oh, we've already got this line made. You don't have to make this line. You've already got a line. Yep, delete that. we actually have a line. It's really dark, and there it is right there, the London brick line. Do you have the London trucks to do it, though? Probably not. Sure. All right, well, we're going to give it a shot, and you do have the setup ready for it, right? I'm pretty sure we do. Yes, you've got the trucks on. We got the line there. We don't have the trucks on there. How many trucks do you think this is going to take? Yikes. Well, let's say 15, maybe 20. I'm thinking more like 20. Okay, so that's going to be London brick. So London brick train, London brick truck. That's fine. There we go. Let's get the train in place. We'll actually pause here for a second and see how. Yeah, 39 seconds is a relatively decent number, I think. So now for the train. I mean, this isn't an overly. Well, I say that, but I got 2 trains on that other one. What do you want to try and throw on this? I don't know. Well, this one's a little trickier because it's a mix consist of gondolas and whatever you got going on. So let's go to Steam. And again, so let's have a look. The difference here. So the Scotsman, $1 million, but almost a little over $1 million. This only $750,000. Right, so already I was saving money there for 5 kilometers less. All right, and I think that's all right. In fact, I'm kind of feeling it again because 80 is just too slow. Time is everything, people. Time is money. Money is money. Time and money. You know, but see that 80 kilometers an hour again is just so painful. It's very painful. All right, so we're gonna try that Russian one again. You want to put these 13 gondolas on there, so 13, 26. You want to go 52? We want to do a 4 and 4 kind of deal. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. It just pushes it over the mediocre line, but I'm okay with that for the moment. Let's slam that on a London brick train, and we'll see how it goes. Now, obviously, he's got to run all the way down to the other side there because, you know, he is way on the opposite side of where he needs to be. And what is the timing on this for a start? 8 minutes. So this line is actually a little bit longer than that wood line. That wood line with only one train on it is actually only 6 minutes and 52 seconds. What is this? 8 minutes? Oh, 7 minutes and 38 seconds. So it's not overly longer, but just a little bit longer. Thanks, autosave. You really know when to come in the clutch. You know, all the things. Feel free to finish up there, though. I'd like to try and get this train working today. All right. So let's see. We'll do the follow along me button as the train is now working its way down. Let's, I guess I should check to make sure it's actually going to do stone. Yes, it is. It is pumping out the stone. That's good to see. You know, we like that. So more than 16 would be nice. Yeah, I know you've got to think about it, and there's a lot of traffic going on here, and unfortunately, I can't even make it go around all this problem. This is going to clog up my road network here really bad. Dang it. Okay. Sure. Can I help this at all? See this touch point? Bad. All bad. It's really bad. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that, which means it's going to have my other line all messed up. Anyway, let's see how this does. All right, so filled 3 out of 4 hopper cars. Oh, you were supposed to put another train out there, you know. You should sit there for a second, mister, and then manage vehicle, and you're going to clone that vehicle, and we're going to watch it come out of this train station for a minute. And as soon as I think it's out far enough, I'll let you go. Yeah, I know. You're going to lose me money hand over fist, and all them trucks down there are going to be all clogged up. Listen, dude, you don't have to come out that slow. You know, feel free to come out a little faster. All right, there you go. All right, so we're going to send that other guy off. All right, so this one is probably going to need a little break-in period, people. You know, because I've messed things up. I mean, sometimes you got to break a few eggs to make a cake. And all the traffic all of a sudden getting out of here. Like, yay, get these guys out of our way. We got, like, look at, there's, like, no tools going anywhere. Sorry, guys. I know, it's bad. We'll get it all fixed. They'll fix themselves up, though. They'll fix themselves up. It will be fine. I hope. We do have trucks coming back. Who's that guy going to? Listen. Let's see if we can't find out. All right, so that brick truck there. Yeah, your timing was pretty good on that, Max. I'll give you like 4 more, just to kind of get you in and out. So let's go for London. There's the London brick. I'll give you 4 more trucks so you don't totally clog up the road. If we can try and straighten this mess out here, it's going to take a little time to respace that out, but we'll worry about that as it is. 36. So those cars hold 13, so that's 26. Be 52. So 43 is fine. It should fit those 3 cars really easy. Yeah, and we may actually have to resize that train to be a little bigger if it works out that well. And obviously this isn't anything yet, but they want 214 now. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. That train just dropped off. I'm assuming this guy's now turning on, going, ooh, look, brick. Oh, look, I'll start doing something with it. Sure you will. You'll put some brick out there, and hopefully we might even make a little money. We'll see what happens here shortly. Well, people, that appears to be another win for the books. And when you know that brick train, it's even better than the lumber train. Because of course it is. That's the way brick is supposed to work. Yeah, I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Now, I just replaced the trains on here with Scotsmans and 5.5s. I did have the Russians on there with 4.4s, and I notice I'm backing up here a little bit on brick. So I think I'm going to actually, going to replace these trucks again. I'd replaced these trucks once already. But I think I'm going to go for now for the full-size Opel Benz trucks at 12s, just to make sure that these guys are keeping up and making sure my train lines don't get backed up. But yeah, 5 million, 3 million, boom, baby. That's what I like to see. That's how it works, people. That's how it's supposed to work, right? You put a train line in, it doesn't matter that it's brick, and it works. It works because, magical things that Max does, and, we make sure that we have the right measurements, all the right things, and, all good in the neighborhoods. No, I don't want to change the bridge. I want the train. There we go. So here we are. We got a nice Scotsman coming in here, all loaded up with brick and all the things. Good. I'm glad to see that's cleaned out now. That truck line will probably might go back into the negative, but I'd rather keep these trains running at $5 million, right? We don't want to slow these trains down at all. Taking $50,000 in losses for $5 million in profit. I'm all about that Nigerian prince stuff, people. I'm good with it. I'm all good with it. That's how we can make. If that's how we can make it sing and dance, then I am perfectly fine with this. All good in the neighborhood. What do we got coming up on the next one? I think it's time to do passengers, people. I'm squeezing out an awful lot of industry here all the time. And yeah, if I do something off camera with Glasgow, I might try and take a few of them tools. A little bit of that brick to kind of shuffle off just a little bit. I won't go too crazy with it, though. Obviously, we don't want to cripple the train any, and that's always a risk. You don't want to. You don't want to hurt your profits, people. Don't want to hurt them. Don't want to hurt the profits. Well, this brick down here isn't even being used. Maybe I could try and sneak. We have some stone up here. Maybe I could try and sneak. No, stop it. You stop thinking like that right now, mister. You gotta just slow yourself down. Listen, it's gonna be fine, people. I'll make something happen somewhere. It's all right. Hey, passengers, on the next one, I think. What do you want to do as passengers? Well, do you put the main line in first, or do you put the feeder lines in first? I think you almost got to put the main line in first, so as the feeder lines have something to go to when they get into the center. So, next episode will be the central line. That will be the Lyon to Paris, which then comes up here. Lyon, Paris, Brussels, I think. Yes, Brussels, then Berlin, then swings down to Warsaw, and then swings around. Does it? I can't remember. Let me bring up the track. It then swings around to Prague. I thought it went down to Vienna, but I do know Vienna is on its own rail track here that meets in Prague as well. So that'll be Frankfurt, Zurich, and then back to Lyon. So that will be the main line track, which encompasses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I forgot about Gdansk, but that's all right. We'll come back around to it. And then 7, 8. 9. So that will encompass 9 cities, and then we may also put on this feeder down here, which is the feeder line which is going down to Istanbul, Bucharest, up through Belgrade, and then swings up through Budapest, Vienna, and then swings into Prague. Or, we may put this little sideline here in here, the Marseille or the Milano line, which is actually a pretty short line. But we'll put in this main line first. So as Lyon, being a capture city, starts pulling stuff in from the other feeders. Of course, Prague is another major feeder city. It's got a 3-line switch on it, which pulls in two separate lines. Obviously, as the lines coming up here from the peninsula all the way up in here and in through Bordeaux into Lyon, we want to be able to capture those. Obviously, we want to capture the Isles up here from London and Dublin and stuff coming in down here through Paris and Lyon. Of course, we also have the Copenhagen and Stockholm line, which swings down through here, through Gdansk and Riga, and we want to capture that as well. I'm Max. This, of course, is Transport Fever to the Eurozone, and I mean, we got a lot of trains running a lot of zone, and we're just pretending that brick line doesn't exist because I don't know what's wrong with it, and I think it's glitched out in some weird fashion that only mystery people seem to know. $25 million, yes, just lots of money. $23 million, yes. $17 million, yes. I mean, look, see, that line doesn't even make money on the odd occasion. It's so close. It's so close. Maybe I'll even go try a Russian trick on it and see if I can't get that train to stay profitable all the time. It's just, I don't know. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. I appreciate everybody watching, recent subscribers, everybody else. Of course, we make lots of money. We got $7 billion, so that's definitely a thing. I mean, we make lots of cash. And the map looks super busy. Because we're super shipping everything around everywhere. So yeah, we got some main freight lines going on, and I think it looks really, really awesome. All right, everybody, I'm out. Peace. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.